Hey guys, this is GameCow. We are playing the Pokemon Trading Card Game 2, and I apparently did a screen capture because I keep forgetting that pause is not my X button for some reason. Anyway, I'm going to switch coins for a bit because I figured I might as well. I'm doing these episodes fairly far in advance, I guess, because I kind of just want to play stuff at the moment. I'm bored otherwise, and really with so many electronics breaking at the moment, I kind of don't have a whole lot else that I can do. So there we go. Yeah, this is Great Rocket number 2. So, everything belongs to that, yes, whatever. Rick is there now stolen by these guys, and we're going to duel the dude with our grass and water deck, which is actually supposedly designed to beat the dude. Only I've gone very heavy on the grass and not so much on the water, so we'll see if that turns out to be a good idea. If water is involved though, that probably means he's got fire, and if he's got fire then I could well be kind of screwed. I don't know. Let's go with Nidoran first, because Nidoran does a lot of damage and doesn't afraid of anything. No, well of course he isn't afraid of anything, because he's a freaking Nidoran, and he's a male Nidoran at that, and male Nidoran are men which are not afraid of anything. But that's not the point. He has Onyx, which is good. No, he's a grass fighting type, so why did we have the water? Not actually sure why we got the water here, I'm not gonna lie. But it doesn't matter because I can do quite a lot of damage here if I manage to flip heads. But let's see what else we can draw first so I can see Professor Oak. It would pain me to get rid of an Ivysaur, but I could do with a new hand, so I think that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to hope that I can flip heads this turn. If I flip heads this turn, I do 70 damage, which would score the KO on this weaker Onyx, which is something I would like. I have a Nidorino too, so possible Nidorino time? Go! Yes! Excellent! We are getting what we need here. 70 damage, 1 hit kill on a freaking Onyx, man. With a basic, Nidoran male is still one of the most damaging Pokemon you can get in the game, and that is excellent for me. However, it's not going to survive very much longer, so if I'm going to use that Nidorino, I kind of need to put the other Nidoran down, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. Because Nidorino, quite a damaging Pokemon, to say the least. I should probably be using Pinsir actually, but whatever. And now we get to fight Dark Arbok, which is not exactly that good, I will say that right now. So, for 2 grass energy it does 10 damage snipe and blocks out Pokemon powers if the Pokemon has one. But of course it's going to damage my weaker thing here. Its more dangerous attack is its second one. Poison Vapor is pretty nasty to say the least. What else does he have out? He has a Sandshrew. You know what, I should maybe go for the kill on Sandshrew. I think I'm going to do that too, because if I can get rid of Sandshrew, then that gives me another prize card, which, yes, excellent, alright, I'm very happy with that as an outcome, because now I can get myself another Caterpie, which is actually completely useless, but it doesn't matter. Basically taking out that stupid Sandshrew before it gets to do anything to me is something which is well worth the time, you know? So we're just going to go with our good friend Nidorino here. He's going to kick some ass and take some names, and we all know what Nidorino's good for from the last games. 2 coins, 30 per heads, and I'm hoping to get this one, except I don't. So that's too bad. Double kick of course gets the rear kick animation thing as well, it's quite cool. And really what I'm worried about is if he gets another energy on this thing, because if he gets another energy, then he can do quite a bit with Poison Vapor. I love the high pitch question mark thing there, it's so cute actually. Probably doesn't have a right to be cute, but it's cute nonetheless. And with 4 energy on this thing, a flat 50 damage is what we can deal. It's a shame that it's not 60, but what can you do? 50 damage is enough. And oh, Dark Dog Trio. Dark Dog Trio's ability basically not defers, but it deters me from switching, which is not good. And he's got enough energy to attack as well, which is also not good. But it doesn't actually matter because he can't one-shot me, and I'm happy with that. I've got another Catsby out, so let's just go ahead and level this one up instead. Sounds like a plan to me, and a flat 50 damage is better than coin tosses for 60 potential, because that's 25% chance of happening. It ain't gonna happen. So there we go. Now, this dog trio has a rather nice power, actually. Yeah, it's actually me that has to flip the coin, and if I get tails, as opposed to the opponent flipping and getting heads, then I take 40 damage for 2 energy. And because I flip tails, that's exactly what happens. Again, as I said with most rocket cards, they've not got very much HP, but they do have quite powerful attacks. So they're sort of quote-unquote hard, to make it sound like an innuendo at this point, they hit hard and fast, and yeah. However, they don't last very long, so they're pretty easy to take out on the whole. I usually don't have much of a problem killing them, unless they come out too early in the match, and at that point they're kind of very, very nasty. But it doesn't matter, because you know what, I can just go ahead and switch with a single energy retreat to the Metapod. The Metapod is going to Stun Spore with weakness, and I do get paralysis, so I didn't need to switch, but I wasn't to know, better safe than sorry, all of that stuff, and we go ahead and get the victory, getting a Goldeen as we do so. So, victory against Rocket number 2 has occurred. And as a result, we get Team Rocket booster stuff. And what are we going to get? We are going to get a Dark Dog Trio. That's kind of really funny, actually. We've seen what it does, I don't need to show that. However, I would like to show this, because this is a really nice Kabuto, actually. Yeah, it lets you devolve one of your like mysterious fossils, and it doesn't actually count as a devolution apparently, so you could re-evolve. The problem is, Mysterious Fossil, as you know, only has 10 HP, so if the Pokemon that you're devolving has taken any damage prior to that, then the Mysterious Fossil's gonna die, and that discards all the energy that's attached to it, so it's kind of lame. But that's not really too big a deal, because you don't lose a prize for doing that, you just need to get the trainer card back. The real thing though, for 2 colorless energy, this thing can do 40 damage if you flip heads. It's a very risky attack, because as you see, if you flip tails it only does 10, but still, that's pretty powerful. Also, Dark Vaporeon over here has the Whirlpool attack from Poliwrath, and that makes it quite good. It's got 60 HP, is not terrible for stage 1, and to constantly discard the energy from the opponent, this thing makes a very nasty deck type with Dragonair and Poliwrath. Very, very nasty deck type. So there is that. We've seen Dark Flareon. This Magikarp is much, much better than the previous one, although it's still only got 30 HP, because the gimmick with all Magikarp is that they only ever have 30 HP. Even Shining Magikarp, if I remember rightly. But this one, if you get enough energy on it, can basically evolve without any issue. So that's what makes it better, because it actually has an evolution thing there. It's still not very good, because it's a Magikarp, I mean seriously, but it can actually help out a bit. Ekans, it's got Poison Sting, which is good. This is a really nice Ekans, but again, there's not usually very many good Arbok in this game, so oh well. And then finally the Abra, you've got a retreat cost, which is the lane part, it's got the side shot. I don't understand what this is supposed to do for it. Like, I've never understood that attack, and that plus its retreat cost is why I don't use this one. It would be nice because it's got 40 HP, but eh. I suppose I should show this though. Full heal energy, there's a potion energy as well, but basically when you attach them, they do effects. And this one's definitely better, because being able to get rid of status and attach an energy is really, really good, and I like that card a lot. We also get a Legends pack, and we are going to get Dragonite! Wow, I have been like ridiculously good in this game so far. We're getting Legends pulls. We all know what Dragonite does because I used it before, it's quite good. Flippy, but still good. 100 HP, 1 retreat cost, can't complain. And, well, we saw that Marowak last time. Pokemon Trader, yes, this is one of the biggest changes in this game, is that Pokemon Trader has gone from a rare to a common. So, Legends packs, you can get lots of these and they're fantastic. However, the other cards, like a Pokemon Breeder is still a rare, and Computer Search is still a rare. I don't actually remember what set Computer Search comes from. Need to try and remember that, but yeah. This Geodude, I don't think I showed it before, even though we fought it before, I don't think I showed it. Just 10 damage tackle and harden for blocking 20 or less damage, it's really terrible. But we will see it soon anyway. Hey! I could actually use Dragonair if I wanted to now, because I have the Dratini lineup. That's pretty alright. And yeah, we get another Rocket coin piece. So we have half the coin already, and we're only 5 parts in. It's quite good. But yeah, we don't really care about that because we know, and Rick is still in. Yeah, we know that's kind of the way it goes. However, we have liberated this club at the very least, and I actually forgot this was gonna happen now, and like the last time I played this game, I forgot this was gonna happen, so like the last time, I'm gonna put the save state down because I really do not want to lose this game. I don't think I'm going to lose this one, but hey, there's an ice cream truck going outside at the moment. Huh, that's totally not the point. I tend to do that quite a bit, but oh well. We're going to duel, and he's going to give us a card when he loses and stuff, because that's just how it goes, right? I still like the Ronald battle music though, I think it's still pretty cool. Bulbasaur and Nidoran. Who to go with first? Probably Bulbs, because although Nidoran can do a lot of damage, it is a coin toss, and Bulbasaur can do more consistent damage. So, Bulbasaur it is. Tails it is as well, so, oh well. Lapras, oh god, Lapras. I mentioned before, this thing does 30 damage for 2 energy. But it also has Sing, which thankfully didn't work this time. Also, I didn't mention, that dude has a freaking Raichu coin, and I am really, really jealous of that, because I would love that coin, but I think it's one that you need to do Wi-Fi for, so... Wow, look at that bench! Just, wow, Hitmonchan, Lapras, and Chansey. I am gonna have my work cut out during this game, this is not gonna be an easy match. Unfortunately, I can't raise a leaf on the first turn, so I'm just going to have to hope that he... Jeez, look at all of the Pokemon that he's bringing out here. This is just nuts. And Sing puts me to sleep. I do have a chance to recover from sleep though, so this isn't as catastrophic. Plus, his Surf takes 2 water energy, so he won't be able to damage me with that just now. Metapod, kinda useless. I think I'm going to have to go ahead and Professor Oak, because even though I want to keep those evolutions, and right now I have no way of getting them back. Speaking of which, why didn't I put Pokemon Trader in the deck? I am stupid, but it doesn't matter because I'm still flipping crap anyway, so, you know. Hopefully I can wake up during my next turn thing, because he's starting to get dangerously close to attacking here. No, come on, why? Why does this game hate me so much? Oh god, I can't do anything about this at all. Water energy on Tauros. He's gonna get a water energy up next turn, and I'm still... How am I still asleep? I've like 5 turns, not 5 turns, but I've had... No, I've had 4 chances to wake up, and I haven't woken up yet. 5 time... Wow, really? That's bull, come on. Game, stop treating me like absolute crap here. Finally! 6 freaking coins before I got a heads there. And of course he gets the energy so he can kill me, that's just fantastic. Yay! All of the yays. Hey, at least I get Caterpie, so maybe I can start building up something to try and take on that nasty Hitmonchan. Because you know what Hitmonchan does. I haven't shown this Hitmonlee actually. It's very, very nasty. Only 50 HP, but double kick for that and paralysis chance on rolling kick. It does a lot of damage and I have nothing that can defend against it, so I'm actually very scared at the moment. Because I have such little to work on. And I reckon I'm probably going to lose this. Because I don't have enough to fight back with. Well, who are we going to put out? I think I'm going to just go ahead and put Tauros out, because even though Tauros is weak against the fighting types, it's actually because he's weak against the fighting types that I'm putting him out. Because I really don't want to get my Metapod weakened. Yes, it's going to be a Metapod by the time it attacks, that's the whole point here. And I get Seeking when I don't have Goldeen. This is a problem, I have no way of getting Pokemon. And look at all of this, he's just playing so many basics that have got massive like HP and really damaging attacks and stuff, and I can't defend against this properly. I just have no way of defending it. But I'm hopeful still that I can pull this out, because that would be good. And I do get the heads, so plus 10 damage. That's actually quite useful just now. Because that means if I get heads next turn and stun spore kill, I can still win this. Maybe. I need to get Butterfree. If I can get Butterfree, then I get a fighting resistance, and if I can get a fighting resistance, then I have a chance here. You could say I'd have a fighting chance, but then I'd have to kill myself for making such a terrible, terrible pun. You're a horrible person, Cal. And I don't get the paralysis, but that's not really okay. I can't say that's okay in the slightest, because that means he's got a chance to do lots of damage. And wow, like, this is just not cool. I have a couple of plus power, mind you, which would help for later, but it's a risk, but I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I need Butterfree, there's no other way that I'm gonna win this, so I'm just going to go ahead and discard like everything I've got to go and bank on getting Butterfree. And I didn't get Butterfree, because the game hates me, you know? I can't have anything good in this game whatsoever. Of course I get the heads now when it doesn't matter, because I've lost. I don't think there's any way I can do this, and now I'm actually going to be really worried about this, because I don't think there's any way I can win this. Like, I don't think this deck is good enough to win this game, but I can't switch the cards out now, so I'm in a bit of a tough spot here. Because look at this, he's just got so many high HP Pokemon, I can't possibly win this. I can't possibly take out every Pokemon he's got. Because I don't have Butterfree. Like, that's what this all hinges on at the moment, is getting that. But it's not gonna happen. At least I get the paralysis, so I do have one turn left to try and get this. Well, Nidorino can do a lot of damage, so maybe I can just out-damage him. I highly doubt it, because, I mean, he's got Hitmonchan building up there. Goldeen is useless because I discarded Seeking, so that's fantastic. Nidorino, you are my only hope at the moment, and I'm praying so much that you're going to be able to win this. One more turn. That's what I'm being given here, is one more turn. This is bad, guys. This is really bad. What if it's prized? If it's prized, then I'm utterly fucked, because just take one quick look at his bench here. He's got Hitmonchan that'll kill me off, he's got Lapras, which will do a lot, he's still got Chansey as well. So this is bad. This is really, really bad. Come on, Bill, please give me Butterfree. Please. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. This was looking so terrible. Now it's looking plausible. Plausible. Not confirmed. It's not myth confirmed, but it's plausible. I can still win this. With Butterfree in tow, I can still win this. Because as you know, Butterfree has Mega Drain, and Mega Drain lets you heal back half the damage you deal, so I'm going to be dealing 40, healing 20, which means I still have a chance. It also happens to have 0 retreat cost and a fighting resistance, so with that said, I can switch it out with no issue, survive with 10 HP, and I can send in Nidorino to do the work for this one instead, and wait until I have a more favourable matchup to take it on with Butterfree. I can still win this. This is still something which is doable. Flat 50 damage, we're just gonna go with our most powerful Pokemon, and that's it. This is it now. If I can't win with these two, then that's game over, because that's just how it goes. But I reckon I can do it. I think at this point it's good enough. I'm going to switch out again though, because I want to get the healing on the knockout turn. So Butterfree is going to be at the highest possible HP when I get to fight the next Pokemon, basically. That's what I'm after. I'm after getting the most survivability out of this tanky Butterfree here. Because I'm having to fight Chansey now, and Chansey could put a massive dent in the plans, I guess, because as you know, Scrunch kind of does a thing like blocking all damage, and I kind of rely on damage here in order to do stuff, so that sucks. However, that doesn't mean that the game is over, because Butterfree's first attack, Whirlwind, will force him to switch out to something else. And he has nothing else which is favourable to fight me with at the moment, so all he can really do is try and stall. Which is what he's gonna do, and that's annoying because he's got 2 Pokemon which have got this invulnerability thing, so he could well stall me out. It's still not my game yet. But I'm gonna try and make it my game by going out into Pinsir, and no paralysis. God dang it all, that just kind of makes this a lot worse now. Too bad, too bad. We're still going to hopefully win this. His Hitmonchan is fully loaded though, that's not good. Oh, come on! Freaking... Why? Why game? Why must you do this to me? I actually don't really care then, because I've got Gust of Wind up yours, freaking stupid ass, stupid. Because I can switch back out to you, I can Gust of Wind out to that stupid Hitmonchan, and I can 2-hit kill whilst healing off. Yeah, eat it Hitmonchan! Healing off all the damage. I was nearly dead and now I'm fully alive. And of course, because I didn't kill the Shelder, he gets Cloyster. Wow, this freaking game, it's just being so frightening. I mean, I can one-hit kill Cloyster, because I've got Guillotine and I've got Horn Drill, so actually killing the Cloyster is not the issue, and I only need to take 2 more prizes. So, yeah, killing it is okay. However, the problem now comes in, how do I finish this off? I think I still have this one, because even if he somehow kills off Butterfree, I can just one-hit kill it with Nidorino. Yeah, I've got this game won. Basically, the reason I don't like Cloyster is that if you flip Tails, both of its attacks basically do nothing. So hey, I actually managed to win the game that I was so convinced I was going to lose. Because I pulled Butterfree at exactly the right moment. That is the definition of Heart of the Cards moment there, I guess. And even though that's Yu-Gi-Oh! And not Pokemon, I don't care because I freaking won despite all of the bad matchup there. I freaking won, and that's it. We get Super Energy Retrieval, just like the last time that we fought him, we get that as a promotional card. So yeah, from the first game that happened, this one it happens too, and I do quite like this card in some decks. So that's why I wanted it, and hey, my window lost focus again right at the end of that. That's just typical. No matter, we are victorious, and oh, I'm very grateful for that. So, this has been Gamer Cal playing the Pokemon Trading Card Game 2, and next time we are going somewhere else where I have not yet decided. So, until then, save stating because I can as well, and I'm going to have a change of deck for the next match setup thing, I think, because I have some cards I want to use, and that's how it goes. So, yeah, see you for that then.